Hello, hello. I'm back. Happy Tuesday. It's Title Tuesday. It's also round 3 of the candidates. And I'm starting about 25 minutes before the tournament begins. Currently 3rd seed. Probably not going to stay that way for long. Welcome to... Anyone joined yet? There's one person in YouTube chat who was messaging about half hour ago. We are on a 15-second delay too, so it is one of the requirements for streaming Title Tuesday. So it might take some time to see people trickle in. Okay, got some early joiners in Twitch chat. Hello, hello. Gonna make sure the stream is working as well. Yeah, should be live on Twitch and YouTube. Looks like things are working. Let me know if things look and sound okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm streaming from St. Louis, currently 9:36 in the morning. And I'm gonna switch over to a different scene because right now I have Proctor open with the chess.com Title Tuesday tournament. But I also have Lichess open. Oh no, my tilt. Oh yes, my Tuesday. Welcome back, the Magician. Wahoo. Also, I thought I turned off text to speech, but I guess not. Oh, text to speech is coming through for me, but maybe not for the viewers. I did some OBS updates and they changed how like audio sources work. Anyway, welcome to everyone tuning in. Yeah, we got about 20 to 22 minutes to kind of check out the candidates' games. The round started, I think, just over 2 hours ago. And to be honest, I really haven't looked closely at the games. I think shortly after the round started, I just glazed over the openings. But let's hop in. I'll do some live reaction. Without the engine, usually if I'm looking at a game, especially for the first time, I prefer not to have the engine or eval bar. So it's very possible people will have a better understanding of what's going on than me. But generally, it's good practice to use your brain before you just look at what Stockfish says. So, Fabiano playing Knight f3 for the second time this tournament. Round 1, he was white against Hikaru, also played Knight f3. He's capable of playing everything, but yeah, I think it's at the top level, Knight f3 it's one of these moves that I think can avoid a lot of concrete theory. Like when you play e4, then lines have been analyzed to death. And with the Reti opening, I think there's more room to get a game at the Super Grandmaster level. Okay, so they go into symmetrical English, G3, G6, copycat chess, a D5. This is actually one of the first lines I started playing against English, like way back when. Black wants to get kind of a reverse version, potentially of a Marazzi bind. Like after takes, the dream for Black is to get an e5, but sometimes that's hard to achieve. So bishop g2, already some pressure against e5. Usually when you play such versions of the English opening, d5 is a big focal point because the bishop and knight converge on d5. Sometimes even the queen as well. So bishop g7, Queen a4 check. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes queen a4 may seem like a waste of time because there's bishop d7. I think in this case, like white would be happy if black commits to bishop d7 because the queen's obstructed, and then there's queen b3. And then d5 and b7 are both pretty big targets. So knight c6. Wow, knight g5. Wait a minute. Fabiano took over 20 minutes to play queen a4? That's actually pretty crazy. Because you would think this position is like very standard and well within Fabiano's prep. Like if we toggle on Master's database, yeah, there's a lot of games here. Has Fabiano played this before? He has not. So queen a4, second most played move. Castling is most played by far, though. And knight g5. It's always interesting to see like the time management in the opening and see when players are presumably out of their opening preparation. I think yesterday Fabiano took a lot of time in the opening against Giri, but he said in the interview he was taking a lot of time to try and remember his prep. Like he remembered the exact computer line, but it was still kind of hazy in his memory. So anyway, if you're just joining, I'm watching the games that are ongoing, recapping the opening of Fabiano against Wei Yi. And it looks like a spicy opening. Knight g5, unleashing the bishop, maybe exerting some pressure on the king side. There might be ideas of queen h4. And already there's a lot of pressure. A lot of different focal points in the position. So knight b6. Knight b6 novelty, at least according to Master's database. Wei Yi is clearly still in prep. I mean, if he played this move with only using, what, less than 4 minutes off his clock. Also, there's no increment until after move 40, I think. So Fabiano takes 8 minutes to take on c6. It's always fun to see the Lechoz database, because there's certainly games still played here, right? No? Wow, so knight b6 is like a true novelty. It's also a pawn sacrifice. Oh no, Wei Yi's pawn. So Fabiano does trade off his nice fiend-headed bishop, but goes up a pawn. Is Hikaru playing? Yeah, all the candidates are still playing. I have the multi-board view below. So let's see what happens. So Fabiano wins a pawn, wins another pawn, double pawn sacrifice. Again, this is my first time seeing what's unfolded in this game. It'd be funny if he played queen g2 to fiend counter the queen. But when life gives you free food, you eat it. It might be poison though. h6. So Wei Yi took 3 minutes, about 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes to play h6. But still playing relatively quickly. Fabiano moving his queen so many times in the opening. So Fabiano played queen a4, queen takes e6, queen c5, queen a5, and now queen b5. Rook g1. It's like he tried to castle, but he can't castle because it's not legal. So rook g1, probably preparing g4. Also preventing bishop g2. The g4, rook g3 ideas. Castle. g4. What crazy position. So Fabiano has used a ton of time, by the way. Like, he was playing quickly for a few moves, and then queen b5, he took about 17 minutes. Rook g1, another 6 minutes. And Wei Yi took, okay, a huge amount of time to play rook c5. And this is the current position. And I don't know what the valuation is. It might be fun to play guess eval, where I try and predict what Stockfish thinks. I want to look at other games, but this game it's captivating my attention. Should I look at other games, or should I come back to this game? Or should I stay on this game, I should say. Queen b3. So, again, looking at time management, 10 minutes to play queen b3. I'm a little bit concerned for Fadi's time management. I mean, he's used over half his time. They're on move 17. There's 23 moves to make before he gets additional time and the increment. Iceman says, I can't tell if it's -5 or +5. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to do a quick scan and a quick attempt to evaluate. So generally, when you're trying to figure out who's better, there's a few different factors you look at first. First of all, material-wise, White is still up 2 pawns, 2 extra pawns. Black is not winning back anything as far as I can see. Next thing you look at is king safety. And black definitely has a safer king. White's king in the center, the bishop is controlling f1, the half open d file. So king safety goes to black. Development goes to black probably, like white's underdeveloped. At the same time, another big factor when it comes to evaluating is immediate threats. And white is probably threatening to trap the bishop. He hasn't had time to play rook g3 because his queen was attacked. So I think the evaluation of this position really hinges on whether black can create initiative and get full compensation for the 2 pawns which were sacrificed. And it's a question, okay, how do we deal with the threat of rook g3? Can you prevent it? h5 comes to mind. Make any other counterattack? I'm actually looking for candidate moves for black. 95. 95 is interesting. Although, yeah, 95 you attack g4. But then... And this position gives me a headache. Also, thank you, Brooms. Appreciate the super chat. I have no idea what's going on here. Wait, so 90, let me try and calculate. 95. So if rook g3, then bishop takes g4 doesn't work, because then we take... I guess I can play it out. 95, rook g3. And then if takes, we take here and we win the bishop. I mean, there's some crazy like queen d... No, queen d3 doesn't even threaten this. Like defends. So 95 rook g3. There's takes. If takes, there's takes. If takes, does black have anything here? Like rook e5? Rook e5, king d1, bishop f1. The bishop escapes. These lines might be completely off, but I'll be curious to check with engine. Yeah, if I were black, I mean, I'd be considering knight e5 and h5 as like the primary candidate moves. I'm still scanning to see if there's other options, like no, f5 is not even legal. Knight f6 perhaps. And as black, you do want to attack g4. Oh, there's a question about knight e5, d4. Yeah, that's another thing. But then there's knight takes f3 check, and then d4 hangs. So here, take. It's still kind of a question. Does a bishop get trapped in the end? Or does black have enough counterplay? Okay, Title Tuesday starts in less than 9 minutes. When I joined the tournament, I was 3rd seed. Now I'm 24th seed. Hey, welcome back to Yotwagi. Hope you're doing well. Happy 71 months. Yeah, again, if you're just joining, I'm pretty enthralled with the game between Fabiano and Wei Yi. Round 3 of the candidates. I haven't even looked at any of the other games. I guess I can do a quick scan and see what's happening. Oh, I have eval. Let me turn off eval bars. Okay. I did not look at the eval bar from the Fabiano game, so it's still a mystery to me. This game looks completely dead. I did see this opening earlier. It was actually similar to the round 1 that Blue Bomb played. Like some delayed c5 from Esipenko and some isolated queen's pawn position. Blue Bomb is playing very solid and safe, trying to squeak out a small advantage as white. Generally these positions are quite pleasant, where if you blockade on d4, then d5 can be a long-term weakness. But, okay, black got in this move. I would wonder about knight e2. Wasn't played, and mass liquidation. Yeah, this game should most likely be a draw. Okay, this game looks spicy. Prague versus Sindarov. 2 of the youngest and like most fighting players in the tournament. Queen's Gambit. Oh, similar opening to Esipenko against Blue Bomb. But Blue Bomb took early on d5. Prague is leaving the pawn tension. Still the c5 break. Okay. Yeah, this is a line I haven't studied seriously with either color. I remember some games in the Carlsen-Caruana World Championship match in 2018. Fabiano had some very deep and tricky prep as black. Yeah, d4, so black is the one being active, and white's actually behind the development. Hasn't castled. Okay, knight e4 is a nice counterattack. Black saves the queen and the bishop, pins a knight. Bishop d3? Bishop d3 looks very natural here. Maybe walks into this. b4 also looks logical. Wow. Sindarov sacks knight. So this is definitely not opening prep given the time from both players. So Sindarov blitzed out until d4. Guess we can check the database. Bishop g5. It's actually tied for the most played move. Oh, so there are some notable games. Anand Carlsen. Wait, was this World Championship? How do I see the details? in Sochi. Yeah, this was World Championship 2014. So it's a game you would think the players at least know about, but maybe like don't know the modern engine preparation. Also, I do have to keep an eye on Title Tuesday because tournament starts in now less than 5 minutes. I don't want to forfeit my first game with having my tab inactive. So, but yeah, the candidates games are super interesting so far. Oh, so Magnus played Bishop E7 rather than D4. I wonder if D4 was still maybe some prep that Sindarov was trying to remember. In Prague, okay, it took 20 minutes before taking on F6. So, okay, this is fresh position. Sindarov sacks a knight. King D1. Why not knight D2? Might be some issues with pawn takes pawn. Oh, there's also bishop takes D2 in some lines where the queen is like tied down to E4 and the knight is pinned to the queen. So king D1. So white still have a piece. Another insane position. Yeah, between this game and the Fabiano Wei game, some like crazy imbalances where, again, I'm not using engine. I don't know the evaluation. It would probably take me some time to even try and like guess what that evaluation could be, but it's super imbalanced. Like white is up a minor piece for 3 pawns. Yeah, for 3 pawns. King's on D1, D file is open. G2 is potentially attacked. Black is still underdeveloped a little bit. Oh, thank you, Night Color Minecraft, becoming the newest member on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Okay, let me scan the chat for questions and comments. Thank you, Kasike or Kachike, first time Prime on Twitch. Oh, I did see BB Sara's game earlier, at least the opening. Yeah, I was watching the round maybe 10 or 15 minutes after it started. And this game actually piqued my interest the most when it came to the openings because this is a line I play as black. I usually play a6 here. But BB Sara came up with a really interesting idea, starting with knight f6. White played h3, which makes sense because very often the bishop wants to eventually go to g4. But then because white played h3, BB Sara played a6, bishop f1, and then rook g8, going for this g5, g4 break. And I didn't see what happened after this. Let's just quickly go through. Wow, b4. Oh, man. So white sacks a pawn, BB Sara gives it back. White doesn't take it, though. So there's just tension on the queen side. BB Sara also trying to play on the king side. Is g4. Insane position. Pawn's just having a staring contest. Oh my gosh. En passant's not legal. Also, Title Tuesday starts in 40 seconds. Oh man. Complete insanity. Okay, well, let's take a break from watching chess and let's get ready to play some chess. Oh. So, Title Tuesday. I did not play last week, but I'm back for this week. I'm going to hide chat. I'm going to hide my lead chess analysis. And yeah, hopefully I can play some decent chess. Hopefully my brain is not fried from just watching some of the candidates' games. Oh dear, there's lag. Let's play my tricky Sicilian. Yeah, this is kind of my new weapon. So knight c6 isn't the most common. I think usually it's followed by this or that. Queen a5. Yeah, this is new territory for me. e6 makes some sense. I'll start with queen a5. The queen is generally useful here, keeping an eye on the bishop. Although I'm not sure how I want to develop the king side. I mean, there's b5. b5, king b1, b4. Let's play a6 first. Yeah, kind of improvising. This might turn out to be bad for me, but we'll see. I guess I could resort to e6, bishop e7. I'd really like to eventually play g6, bishop g7, a long diagonal. Okay, so b4, lose a6, rook b8. Let's do it. I kind of forgot there's this move. Yeah, the rook probably eventually wants to go to b8. There's this maneuver to keep in mind as well. Okay, I should consider taking... Don't think it works though. Yeah, bit of an issue. I'm pinned. For take, rook b8. I just have to go for it. And the dream is to do this stuff. It takes time though. E-file's half open. So it's a question, can white like actually create threats before I get my setup? Or do we just trade queens? I could take with rook. And this might be a move. I'm beginning to ponder bishop h6 takes and then rook a4. It's interesting. Like here. Is there some bishop e5 check? Maybe just bishop g7? Honestly, this looks pretty good for me. Oh, castle and... I mean, there's open files everywhere on the queen side. Bishop's gonna be unleashed. I mean, there's this pin, but it doesn't really do much. Like c3 just obstructs a queen. Bishop's gonna be... Bishop's just chilling on b7. Castle. I guess white wants this, but yeah, this looks really good. Also, generally when there's opposite color bishops, it favors a side who has more attacking potential, which is definitely black in this position. I guess the bishop does prevent rook 8, but the b file is going to be my my main weapon, and b2 is a massive focal point. Yeah, calculating like f5, c3, rook b8. Let's start with rook b8. And c3 looks forced. Rook b3. I could take on c3. There's a funny line, takes, 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 and then takes, takes, check, king a2, checkmate. It might happen. Sacrificing the rook. Okay, GG. I called it. I called it. Do I get a brilliant for this? Rook takes b2. Where's my Gotham chess bot? Game review.
That tactic grew your lead and brought home the W. Let's see it. You sacrificed your rook for checkmate. Did you see it? What a move.
I'm disappointed that he didn't say sacrifice a rook with more enthusiasm. But maybe AI still has some ways to come. Anyway, that was the first game. 1 out of 1. Good start.
You get a chance. Are you kidding me? You're winning a piece because of the pin.
All right, let's close out this tab. And I should check the opening. So I did show this opening in depth in my my final recap video from the St. Louis Masters tournament, my most recent classical over the board tournament. And I played this in my final round. The main move is castling, but yeah, takes an f3. Okay, very playable for white. Yeah, maybe I should just play in more standard fashion with e6, bishop e7. Engine likes white. Oh, engine really likes white. Yeah, when I played b4, I think I was a bit careless to the fact that there's a potential pin on this diagonal. Knight a2. Knight a2 just cleanly wins the pawn. And me and my opponent were both oblivious to that. Best move, queen c3. Ah, my king is in some danger. Okay, so not the cleanest game, but at least it was a clean finish. Okay, so I don't have to worry about any of the candidates playing this tournament. I think my last title Tuesday I played Hikaru a couple weeks ago. Hikaru's a little bit busy right now. Thank you, John Tapp. Hey, welcome back, Josh. Happy 67 months. You're 6'7". I thought you were taller, but maybe it's a nice number. Oh, Josh saw Queen C3. Anyway, if you're just joining, I spent the first like 25 minutes of the stream looking at candidate schemes. I'll probably have a chance to look back at them during the break, which is after round 4. But for now, I'm focusing on Title Tuesday. 1 out of 1. Here we go, playing Lazavik. Here we go. One of the top seeds this tournament. 32-43. It's my score. 8-1. The one time I beat Lazavik, he disconnected during Title Tuesday. Oh, last time I played him, though, he walked into this London line, c5, knight c3. I got a winning position, but okay, this game he's avoiding it. Playing this copycat chess. Just e3 here. Usually people play e6, so this is slightly new for me. And lock in. Maybe I had knight c4 there. I want to make e4 work. Good harmony here. I was scared earlier about knight e4 ideas, but it should be okay. I miss that. Not great. Take, take, take. There's h6. Does it do anything, though? Might be queen d8, actually, in that line. Take, 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 take. Oh no, I blundered. Got a free rook. I tried. He's well aware of the trick. That's why he pre-moved queen f4. Oh. He didn't take my free rook. It was hanging, right? In d2? Like, bishop e4 is just a blunder. Like, the rook's just hanging here. GG. I feel like I had chances there. What to do, what to do. Yeah, maybe I can go for h6. The thing is, I saw gh6, I didn't see a follow-up. Trying to think of the follow-up. I'll analyze later, though. GG. Okay, this is my relatively new weapon against the Alapin Sicilian. Already forgetting my prep. It's something like this. So usually I have a queen on d5 and the knight is here. g3. Interesting. Some pressure on the diagonal. It's a question how I get this bishop to find a life. Okay, I could take on d4. Hmm. It's a little bit awkward. I really wanted to do this and this, but didn't have enough time. Maybe I could have taken and played knight a5. Play against white's pawns. It looks solid. Usually h4 combines well with the bishop on d3. I guess there's still some ideas of this stuff. Potential fork on b2. Although knight c4, knight e1. There is queen d7. Okay, here there's queen c4. Yeah, doing fine on time. Yeah, these pawns are pretty weak. Rook c1, rook a3. Yeah, all my pieces are working together nicely to apply maximum pressure. I'm threatening to either take here or take here. The c-pawn is pinned to the knight. I actually didn't realize that this is a potential tactic as well. So up over a minute, looking good. Had my mini fan that was blowing on me, getting a little bit chilly. Yeah, I don't think White's surviving this. Yeah, when I take on c3, then d4 is probably the next to fall. Also potential fork ideas on e2. Nice positional game. Okay, that makes some sense. If I take, there's a pin. I'd still probably get away with it. Because once I take on d4, the knight's defended again. Okay. Nice game. I'm happy with that one. A very controlled position. Yeah, shortly after the opening, wasn't entirely sure what to do here. I really wanted to keep things in the center, but if I play this, there's takes, and I either have to take back with the pawn, which isn't great, and if I take with queen, there's this. Oh, maybe I could have like calculated queen g2, knight d4. Or knight d4 right away. Yeah, this is winning for black. So bishop f6. Oh, knight e5 first. Okay. So knight a5 was playable. Yeah, I realized after I can also just take and then knight a5. A bit more direct. So that worked out nicely. Oh, there's a question, did knight takes d4 and cd4 rook d3 not work earlier? Oh, here. Yeah, probably playable, right? Take. Oh, it's not playable. Why? Because my rook's not defended, and if I take, then the knight takes, and I can't win back material. So, yeah, thankfully I took the better pawn. Okay. Well, moving on 2 out of 3. Here we go again. London opening time. Usually happy to get the structure. There's actually a trap here. Rook c8, rook takes a7. This idea is only present in like very specific move orders. And black has not committed to e6. I'm calculating like knight d2 to b3 to a5. But then there's so knight d2, e6 here, here, here. Oh, that actually works. Let's go for this. At first I thought black's in time to play bishop c7. Or bishop takes a5 even, but yeah, the development of the bishop is a little bit slow for black. And this is a pretty big threat. Like very often in this structure, b7 is a glaring weakness. There's no rook b8 or rook c7 with the bishop here. I think h5 was basically a loss of tempo too. Maybe black was concerned about this or this. We might see like rook a8, rook a7, but that's a pretty sad plan for black. And very often if the rook's on the a file, then there's going to be ideas of eventually b5 exploiting the pin. Yeah, b6. So, thinking knight b7. Knight b7, a5. Knight d6, take, take. Oh, this actually gets a little bit murky. I could also... No, I can't take. Okay. I may have underestimated this. a5, what to do? Take, take, a6. Take a7, rook a8. Take on d4. Yeah, this is actually very tricky. Knight d6, take, take. There's 94 ideas. So it's going to be a big transformation. Material's still equal. I have this. I keep some initiative. I guess there's 94 in the end. Yeah, maybe it's not much for me. Playing knight ce4, knight fe4 actually makes more sense. Take and play b4. Hmm. Not thrilled, but it still looks interesting. Knight a6, I have e4, I think. Kingside's underdeveloped. Looking at this idea. I do have an outside passer. More time as well. Knight b3 gets trapped. Okay, I thought this just wins. Oh, there's knight b4 though. Knight b4, knight c2. Still interesting. There's rook a4. Knight c2, but no. Wow, am I in trouble? b5 and then e4. I think I have to go for it. I'm down on time now. Yeah, I'm losing control. So the idea is I take with check. Like if knight b4, I take with check and then castle maybe? Or no, then I take the bishop. Because knight c2, king d2, knight a1, rook a1. I'll have two minors for the rook. Keeping the outside passer too. Okay, so I think this is fine. Yeah, delayed bomb cloud. Knight d4. Just play this. I have a double threat of promoting, but also this. Winning e5. Rook c6, I take and take and take. Still takes work. Check. Misplaying this a little bit. Or a lot. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm fortunate there. Pretty sloppy endgame. Is it winning here? I'm very fortunate. Also, I have f8. But there, okay, there's king e7. It's probably a draw, right? Yeah, king e7's a draw. Oh, man. Well, I got the win. A little bit of messiness. 3 out of 4. Takes us to the first break. Yeah, what to make of this game. Opening was very pleasant. Usually it's a success when you can provoke b6. Yeah, +1 point something. Wow, the best move is just to leave the knight here. e4, top engine move. Going into chaos, attacking the bishop, attacking this. So if takes, rook a8. Bishop b7. Yeah, this is slightly insane. So white's down a piece, but I guess black has big issues. Okay, I see some candidate spoilers in chat. So we do have a break. Let me show the break timer. Yeah, we have about 4.5 minutes. Let me switch the scene here too. Oh, but if I want to add, bear with me, I'm going to add the break timer to this. Browser. At least I can keep an eye on when the next game will start. So I'm making the decision to analyze the candidates' games rather than my own Title Tuesday games. Yeah, I was watching the BB Sara game earlier. Fabiano wins. Wait, Fabiano was just winning. Wins in 19 moves. I was saying earlier how like difficult this position looks to evaluate, but apparently there's no compensation for Wei Yi. Is it really just winning? Wait, it's playable. I was analyzing like this and this. Wei Yi played 95, which was one of the main moves I was looking at. But this is a blunder because after takes 91. Long distance discovered attack. The bishop's trapped. Fabiano's already up 2 pawns. Wei Yi has nothing. And losing the bishop. What a funny game. Move 19. Fabiano has almost all his pieces on the back rank. The only developed piece is a queen. And the pawn on g4 is not really considered a developed piece, but these are the only 2 things past the second rank for whites. That's really funny. Go Fabiano. Did he break 2800 with this win? 2700chess.com. Fabiano is now 2802 on the live ratings list. 2802.2. About a point behind Hikaru. Wait, mic muted. Sorry, sometimes if I like tilt my head and look at the other monitor, the mic won't catch my voice. But also sometimes YouTube will have issues and you have to refresh. Wow, so that's the only game to finish this round. Round 3. Fabiano is currently the sole leader with 2.5 out of 3. There is a chance he could be tied for first if, let's say, Prague or Sindarov win. Oh, let's not turn on the eval bar. Okay, I accidentally had it on, so Sindarov's slightly better. Yeah, this is the other like super spicy game. Yeah, there's really not much time to look closer because next round starts in 40 seconds. So let me bring back Proctor, switch the scene. I will almost certainly play up next game. Close my tabs here. And yeah, let me just get ready for the next game. So 3 out of 4. I'm tied for top 20? Really? I'm in 41st place on tie breaks. Yeah, I'm tied for 16th place. Let's go. Okay. Playing up, strong FM. Spicy position. Yeah, the knight wants to redevelop. Considering knight g3. Ideas to trade bishops and play knight ce2. Kind of risky. There's a3 here. H6. Try and be flexible. King safety first, maybe. And the queen does help defend. Now my knight wants to redevelop. Still considering which pawn break to go for. H6 feels a bit more attractive. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. Bishop e3. There's knight f5 as well. Then queen e6. Wow. Yeah, that's a strong move. F5 queen b4. Take. I'm probably in trouble here. Betting takes, queen a3, knight d3, take bishop c1. Doesn't look great. Let's try this. Oh, knight a3 is a threat. Where is it? Take. Yeah, it's a threat. Oh, that's not good. It's big trouble. H6. Take. I have no time, no position. Knight a3. Does it work? Take, king a1. Takes on d2. I do have 97, 95. Okay. No way this works. The hope is like queen a3. Never mind. It's just losing. What to do? Oh no, my king. Tough game. Bishop a3 was... Or no, bishop c3 was kind of a cold shower. I'm probably losing here. It's just very, very difficult to find resources. My opponent played well. Engine likes white here. Yeah, this... I guess this idea is kind of slow. Okay, bishop c1 is a better defensive setup. Here I was considering knight f5, but I rejected it because queen e6. Ah, I can take with bishop and defend the knight. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's some value in getting the queen off the diagonal. Opening. I think the opening was good for me. I mean, generally this line is just good for white. There's a move here, knight e4, which I actually wasn't remembering what to do. Engine likes castle. Oh yeah, we just allow the trade. And this structure is okay. E4 best move. I was kind of on autopilot on the king side, but e4 actually makes a lot of sense if it can work tactically. Of course, there's so much tension here with like both bishops stare at both knights, now double pawn tension. But things are reinforced, and black is a little bit off balance with a knight on e8. Rook's not yet in the game, so especially with the X-ray vision on the d file too, white's in better shape for the center opening up. Okay. Next game. Try not to be too tilted. English opening. Let's play this one. I played this against Fabiano in wobbly chess. The video is on the St. Louis Chess Club YouTube channel. But Fabi played b4 pretty early. b3 is kind of slow. Play h5. Probably expecting h4. Okay, wants a3. I think I'm okay with this. Knight a3. So it's some reverse Benoni structure. Queen is tied down to this. Hey, rook. I want to play rook f7, but bishop d5. There might be some g5 resource at some point. Get bishop f7 here. g6. g6 looks more solid. I think I still want to go for rook f7, bishop f8. Usually this signifies c5 ideas. Considering knight b8, threatening c6. It looks interesting. Also looks weird, but and this would trap the knight. And if I provoke a4, I think that's a pretty good success. And the knight can reroute to d7, or even a6. Yeah, feeling very good here. This structure is nice to have against the bishop. Tickle, tickle. There's rook b1, queen b3, bishop d4. Actually wondering, like queen a4. Bishop a3 is coming. Let's play this. I don't really want to trade darks for bishops. Hmm. Not sure what to do here. Yeah, not really what I wanted. And the focus will shift to the king side. I'm down a bit of time. Hmm. So if knight takes, I take on e4 twice. I don't like what I did. You never know. You never know. Oh. Oh, it's unfortunate. I burned too much time earlier in the game. It came back to bite. I only got a bad structure too. Mishandled it around here. Probably should play knight d4. Like just a good positional move. Yeah, knight d4 is much simpler rather than trying to win the pawn. Okay, 50%. Yeah, this turned into a like difficult practical position to play for black. These double pawns. Apparently black is still slightly better after takes. So, like I was trying to consider which capture to go for and ended up burning more time here. Yeah, here it's already pretty bad. Okay. Okay, moving on. Let's try and rebound. Okay, we're going to get another Benoni structure. This time I'm white. I think this is okay. Queen e8, bishop d3. f6 blocks a bishop. Bishop d3 first. Actually calculating rook e8, rook e1. It's kind of interesting. There's a line where I lose g5, but I win c8 with queen e8 in the end. I might go for that. Yeah, first it looks like a blunder. Hopefully it's not. So it takes. Okay, bishop d7. We could take on e8, bishop e8. Yeah, b2 is still attacked. And just queen d2. Keeping tension. Knight a6 is probably coming. And there's a plan to play like queen f4, provoke the trade, and then invade f6. Like knight g5 to f or to e4, also targeting d6. Yeah, feeling good. Fully developed. Rooks are connected. Black's a bit passive and underdeveloped. Also up over a minute. I'll go for this plan. f7 is also a target. Wow. So I could take on d6. Like take. I didn't really calculate bishop a4. Might still be possible here. So I have queen e5. Looking at other moves, knight f7. Oh, knight f7 is actually kind of nice. There's also this hitting this. Wait. I think knight f7 is the simplest. So the point is, if this, then I win the bishop. If this, then we just trade queens, I'm up a pawn. b7's attacked. I guess there's takes here, d5 hangs. Then bishop e4 in the end, maybe? Queen d2. Okay, I'll have rook e7, actually. Also, if king g8 take, there's bishop c4. If king g7, take, rook e7. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking at d6, but then just queen d6. Queen. Bishop c4. The pawn's not takeable, I don't think. Still up a lot of time. I think this works. It's a small risk, and it's kind of forcing line. So calculating takes, rook e7, king f6, rook b7, a5, bishop d3. And the knight gets stuck, I think. A knight has to go somewhere sad, like a1, a3, or e1. Now the knight's completely restricted. And I have rook b1 coming. And the a-pawn's not quick enough. Okay. A nice finish. Yeah, a small risk with going into this line, but it still felt pretty controlled. So, 4 out of 7. Yeah, it felt like a nice game. This 94 idea is very typical in these Benoni positions. I think I handled it decently well. Wow, so it's already like much better for white here. Yeah, this queen f4 idea. Oh, I could have thrown in the check. Okay, but this also worked. Okay. So there's usually another break after round 8. That was round 7. I probably played down again. I almost certainly played down. Oh, thanks earlier, Irish Canadian, also Natoon. I think this was from a while ago. I appreciate the subs on Twitch. Natoon was asking, do you have any predictions for candidates? Go Fabi, go Hikaru. Rooting for my compatriots. And Fabi's off to a great start. 2.5 out of 3. I guess I can quickly check in on the other games. Oh, thank you, the Drew77, the newest member on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Just going to check if there's any other results. Looks like most of the games are still going. Oh, Vaishali drew with Musichuk. Oh, I'm playing up. Okay, Grandelius. There we go. White again. Let's focus. Have we played before? We have not. White is supposed to have like full compensation here. Interesting. Queen e6 coming. I just want a castle. There's f4. f4 is probably the way to go. And h5 doesn't work. It looks pleasant. Not clear where black wants to put the king. It's all about finding the right moment to pounce. Still slow playing it. Wow, so take, e5, f5. e5, f5? So I won back the pawn. King b8, f5, king 8, f6. Oh wait, h2 hangs. Okay. f2. Might be able to get away with this too. Queen h2, king f1. Don't fully understand this. Going for it. Oh no, my bishop. Oh no. Messed up. Oh, such a good position. Such a good position. Bishop a6 was a bit of a panic. Or not panic, just recklessness. I saw this coming. What to do? I wanted to play queen e2 to prepare this, but bishop e2, bishop e7. Yeah, I should just like gradually build up. c5's defended. Tough game. Had my chances. Opening was good. I analyzed this a long time ago. The engine says white has more than enough compensation. Just checking if I had a knockout anywhere. I just had to be more patient. Oh, here. Oh, bishop g3 is nice. Just keeping the pin. What to do? Yeah, +5, man. And the sack just doesn't work. The king ran away. I was actually close to taking here with bishop g5, but also doesn't work. Okay, we have a break. 50%. Let's watch some candidates games. Let me switch the layout here. Switching over to Lechoz. So Fabiano won very quickly today against Wei Yi. Oh, it looks like, yeah, most of the games are actually done. So draw between Blue Bomb and Asapenko, that was expected. Hikaru and Giri also drew. I didn't look at this game really at all. It was some English reverse Sicilian. I guess I'll quickly check the engine graph if there were any moments. A very flat line we can see here. So the one remaining game in the Open is between Sindarov and Prague. Yeah, I think I've disabled engine. Yeah, there we go. So it was crazy opening. Sindarov sacked a piece. I accidentally toggled on the eval bar at some point and it said black was slightly better, but I'm not sure where that was. Looks like Prague is holding on to the extra piece. Oh, players are in deep time trouble. Because there's no increment before move 40. They have 8 more moves to play, both under 5 minutes. Wow. I'm going to take a small break myself before the next round, so enjoy the whatever unfolds here. BRB. I kind of want to watch this and not play the next game, but okay, let's what should I do? I'll play the next game, but then I'll come back to this game. This looks super, super crazy though. If this game is decisive, then the winner will be tied with Fabiano. Okay, I gotta switch over back to Proctor. Let's switch the scene. Here we go. Got a few seconds left. Oh, wife is in YouTube chat. How's it going, Irene? Okay, hide the timer. Here we go. Stafford Gambit time. I'm tilted after that last game. Also A3. A3 is a move. D4. So reverse elephant gambit. Wow. Does it affect the theory A3? Oh, this is a reverse Jobava gambit. Interesting. It's been a while since I looked at anything like this. I think I just take and endure whatever happens. D5. Might C6 coming. I guess I don't have bishop e4, so that's one benefit for white. I could take on c3. And bishop c5 deserves some attention. And this looks simpler though. Just take. How to develop though? I wanna... What do I want to do? Knight c6. And there's queen f6 actually. Then queen... Okay, so I'm calculating bishop b5, queen f6, knight e5, bishop d7, knight d7, king d7. Looks questionable. Yeah, this is also questionable. a6, take. Bishop pair, double pawns. Okay. At least we got a position. And there's b5. Oh, this looks really ugly, but also kind of funny, so I'm going for it. I have two sets of double pawns, double isolated pawns. For the time being, I'm holding on to things. King d7. It might not last. It's f4. Okay, so b5. If takes, then I can have even more double pawns. Oh, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. Just for the lulz. But then I just lose back everything. So let's take with king. I keep d5 defended. Hmm. I gotta move quicker. Rook d4 is coming. Ugh. At least I have a plan on the king side, maybe. Yeah, that's a problem. Not pretty, but I feel like I can still resist. A4 might be a problem. I might be threatening to take and take. This rook is potentially overworked. Like king e2, white's not quite in time, I think. Trying to threaten to take. C3 might be coming. Okay, down a pawn. Sure play. Should have enough time. I might be playing for a win now. I'm playing for a win. That's still probably a draw. Do I play for a win? Let's try it. I should play d3. Oh. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, this is what I want. Lucina pattern. Ah, messed up. Or did I? I messed up. Okay. Was I ever winning? It felt close. Felt kind of close around here. Yeah, it's completely winning. Rook g2 only win. Oh, Rook g2 puts white in Zugzwang. Wow. It's actually really nice. Yeah, white has no productive move. Like, every move is self-destructive. If the rook leaves the back rank, then check and promote. King walks away, then d2 doesn't work. I have to play... King d2 to prepare this thing. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I escaped with a draw because I was on the verge of flagging there. First draw of the tournament, 4.5 out of 9. Can I get a Stafford Gambit? That's my my final mission of this tournament. Okay, knight f3. We'll just play some chess. Yeah, let's play this. We're both staying flexible, like which way we want to castle. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing with queen b4. It does pin the knight. Bishop a3, I have queen c3. I'd probably just move back. Like the queen's not doing anything productive there. And the knight's not doing much here. So I'm losing some tempi. Take. Does white want to commit to f4? I thought I have e5 coming soon. Might see d4. So I might end up castling queenside. 5. So e5 take. Looks playable. And g5. g5 allows queen f5. I might castle kingside. Have to keep f7 defended. Not exactly what I want, but if I take... Considering c5 here. Position that's not good though. Okay. I guess I'll just focus in the center and try and use the half-open e-file. I definitely want to keep the pawns like this so the Lightsword bishop doesn't do anything. Okay, Lightsword bishop wants to do something. So if I take and play queen b6, queen f2. Not sure what white's threatening though. h5? Yeah, c5 might make more sense coming soon. Just to provoke the trade and then I can target e3. Wow. Connect 4. Let's do it. Am I winning a pawn? I think I am. Take. I might be winning multiple pawns. Plus score. Nice game. I felt a little bit clueless in the late opening, early middle game, doing this stuff. Got a solid structure though. I was trying to make things spicy. White's slightly better. I'm actually wondering if I misplayed the opening. So what's the difference? Like a5, g4. a4 is an idea. Anyway, 5.5 out of 10. One more game to go. Try and finish strong. I don't think I'll get a Stafford Gambit because I'm due to be white. Yeah, white was slightly better for a chunk of the game. At some point the tables turned. I was better. Yeah, and just much, much better. Okay, oh, Sindarov won. They reached move 40. Final position, Sindarov is up 4 pawns. Yeah, we can see here. But I gotta focus on the final game of Title Tuesday. So Sindarov and Favi are tied for first. 2.5 out of 3. Strong start. I do think Favi is a favorite. It's a popular opinion. I mean, most experienced, generally considered one of the best prepared players too, which I think is very important for tournaments like this when you have months to prepare for your opponents. Are their games still going? Maybe. Oh, Hans is playing. Hans versus Judah. Queen versus Queen. Who's going to dirty flag who? It's a draw. Okay. So are they leading the tournament? Hans tied for first. Three-way tie for first. If I'm white next game, do I play e4? Mix it up? Been playing d4 every white game this tournament. Maybe I'll mix it up. And if I'm black, I go for a Stafford Gambit. There's one more game, right? There we go. I think I played this opponent off stream the other day. Scandi. Okay, let's take. Okay, fun gambit. Here we go. This is a Leonhardt gambit. Good to see my opponent's thinking here. Yeah, c6 walks into the bishop f7 trap. So going for long-term compensation. Play knight d4. Rook e5 resource, never mind. And taking is kind of attractive looking. There's bishop c3 to start as well. And do I just win back material? Take, take, take? Take and win e7? There's knight b6. Take, take, take. Oof. Let's just go for it. I'm not sure if this works, but it looks interesting. There's actually a line I'm realizing. Okay, never mind. So the whole point is I take and then win e7 if king h8. Take, take, and then take. And I won back a pawn and another pawn, so I'm up a pawn. Maybe black will try and get compensation. And b7's undefended. h3 looks solid. Actually, h3, g4 kind of makes sense. Wow. So rook's attacked. I could take on f6 first. Huh. Just taking rook e3. I have to sometimes shift from being offensive-minded to defensive-minded. Oh, I lose d2. What is this game? Rook b1. Yeah, we might just be simplifying into a draw. Oh, the game goes on though. Queen f5. So rook d8, queen f7, queen e5, f4. Queen f7 doesn't work. Just takes. Actually, it's maybe playable. Okay, tickle the b7 pawn. Prepare the rook lift. It doesn't do much. What to do? Still want a rook lift. f4. I'm playing a little bit too slowly. And queen f2 is just a draw. Slightly more active king, maybe. I want to get the king to d3. just a draw. Okay, interesting. Okay. A little bit dirty. A little bit dirty. I was down on time most of that game, though, and I think at some point we could have just peacefully agreed to a draw, but turned into a mud-throwing fight. Sometimes that's the nature of no increment blitz. So I finished with a dirty win. 6.5 out of 11. Congrats to the co-champions. Had a 3-way tie for first. I do want to show the trap for anyone unfamiliar with this gambit. It's one of the earliest videos I made on my YouTube channel. How to crush the Scandinavian defense. And the trap here is if black plays c6, which I think is the most played move according to the Lechoz database. Then there's a very elegant tactical combination, bishop takes f7, queen h5, and we exploit the x-ray on the 5th rank if g6, knight d6 wins a queen. I've trapped at least one grandmaster in this line before. But at least most strong players are aware of the potential tactic. So yeah, knight f6 is the best move. And actually, I think objectively the better move here is, wait a minute. The better move is rook b1, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, Hikaru beat Faruja in like some miniature with rook b1. But against amateurs, this can be a very effective line. So, are Canada's games over? There's a couple games in the women's still going. I'm tired though. I'm a little bit exhausted after playing chess, watching some of the Canada's games. I'm gonna wrap it up. Do people want to see me like cover the candidates in a future live stream? Like do some live commentary. I know a lot of other channels are covering it. Maybe it's something I can try out this coming week. I think tomorrow there's a game, right? And then there's a rest day. So maybe I'll try it out. I know it's it's hard during Title Tuesday to like cover the games or like watch the games and then have to play Title Tuesday. So maybe we can have a stream fully dedicated to the candidates. A lot of people saying yes, including my wife. Okay, gotta listen to the wife. Anyway, I'm wrapping it up now. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate the love and support. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned and goodbye.